A dirty little secret in the Amazon FBA and e-commerce space of people talking about tactics and strategies and advertising and all the little things that you should do strategically in your business to be successful, but they forget one important thing, and that's that offer is literally everything. If you have a crappy offer, it doesn't matter if you're the best operator in the world, you're the smartest, you're the most strategic, you have the best audience, you're not going to find success. And everything that you do, from advertising to getting customers to converting to getting reviews to building up economies of scale with your operations, is just a heck of a lot harder. The good news, in today's video, I break down the 4 most critical elements to have a killer offer. Let's get after it. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Heist YouTube channel, where I hope to every single Monday impart value for you to help you scale your e-commerce and Amazon FBA business. And honestly, you can talk about all the moving parts of building an online business, especially in the physical product space. There's dozens and dozens of topics and functions, strategies that you really need to piece together to be successful. But the foundational, most important element is having a good offer, an offer that customers want, an offer that converts, and an offer that speaks for itself and is so compelling for the customer buying it that you get free impressions, free traffic, and really high conversion rates. A lot of people are looking for the latest pay-per-click hack, or how can I get traffic, or how can I get reviews? Look, all that stuff's really important too, but you can have the best strategies across the board in those areas, and if your offer sucks, you just can't turn shit into gold. So let's break down what I believe are the foundational, most important elements of a good offer. So when you're thinking about your next product, when you're thinking about updating a current product, when you're assessing your business, put it through these lenses. If you get these elements right, even if you're not perfect in all those other areas of the business that matter, all of it will become easier, you'll be more profitable, you'll be able to grow, and it will simply be easier to find success. So key element number 1, you need a scroll stopper. Unlike stores where customers can touch, feel, and get to understand your product viscerally and physically, online they literally, just as they're scrolling their mouse, have to use their eyes and their brain in milliseconds to determine what they want. So if your product doesn't stand out wherever it's seen online, especially against other competitors within a second or less, you're likely not going to have the click-through rate, your ads are going to be too expensive, and the customers, even if the product's fantastic, won't find out about it and find out more detail and ultimately convert and buy your offer. So some key elements to get a scroll stopper and to stop people in their tracks in less than a second. First, you literally need a stunning listing image. It's the first thing people see, it's what they're comparing against other products, and it has to be world class. It's got to take up the entire space available, which on Amazon, a lot of shoppers are on mobile now, so I recommend 1000 by 1500 pixels for mobile. So taking up that whole screen and the customer screen as they see the product. It's got to just be world class professional, and one of the easiest ways to do this now is leveraging 3D renderings. Some of the best scroll stopping images you find on Amazon and online are actually not the real products themselves. They're turned into a CAD model, the lighting's perfect, the angles are perfect, the shine and textures are perfect. Everything comes together and it's like somebody spent $10,000 on a photo shoot. Key element number 2, defendable differentiation. Keyword defendable. Your product's gotta stand out. As a customer is assessing you against potentially dozens of other offers, a lot of which may have a lower price, better reviews, more history, more trust, you've gotta have a reason why customers are gonna buy. So for me, defendable differentiation is really about tapping in and having a better answer to the customer why, on why they would purchase. This can be done in a lot of forms, one of which is IP. If you've got a unique concept, feature, size, design, either getting a design patent, which is really powerful on Amazon, although not as powerful off of Amazon, and certainly utility patents can really defend you against other people ripping you off and copying you. On a related note, a lot of this can be achieved by customizations and custom molds. A lot of products are just riffs off of what else is out there. It's a different color, it's a different pattern. It's the same thing as what other people are selling, maybe a bundle. You know, that might work for 3 months, 6 months, but to get that longevity of a 2 to 5 year product length where you can really generate profits and scale a business, you've got to have a defendable differentiator that's not easy for others to copy. You can do other unique things too. If you're using some visual differentiation, copyright the image, copyright the graphics, copyright the writing. Those things, again, can prevent knockoffs and give you more longevity and having a true answer to the customer why on why they're purchasing. The third, which is a big one online because most people don't know what your brand is, and you may not have a lot of history, is trust. People like the security of having their objections, their concerns, their anxieties alleviated when they're purchasing products online. This is especially true the more expensive a product is, or if they're using it for something they really care about, like a child. Trust is the be-all end-all. So how do you generate trust with e-commerce? First is just literally how your brand's presented. Does the name make sense and correlate to who's buying it? Are the images professional? Are you using real humans in your images that the customer can relate to? Do your bullet points, your description of your product in writing, does it describe and walk through the thought process of what the customer's going through? Does it speak like they speak? Second element of trust is how do they find out about you? If they came from a word of mouth friend, they came from an influencer they trust, they came from an information source online that they trust, that's going to help dramatically in terms of garnering trust, increasing your conversion rate, and maximizing your sales velocity. Next is badges, and this is pretty specific to the Amazon FBA platform, but Amazon puts badges there to signal trust that you're validated and verified as a legitimate brand and offering on their platform. This comes in the form of bestseller badges and Amazon's choice badges specifically. I'll leave some links down below on how to get those badges and increase trust. There's some other nuanced ones too. There's small business badges, there's eco green badges. Again, the more that correlates to what your customer cares about can go a long way in garnering trust. Now, the other thing that's really unique about trust, which a lot of people don't talk about, is where are you on the organic ranking? The higher up you are in organic rank, especially on platforms like Amazon, customers are just going to naturally trust it. Hey, if they're at the top of Amazon, there's a reason why they're top. Other people have bought it. Amazon trusts them. I'm going to trust them. So you can reduce friction by being better at getting to the top page of organic ranking. And guess what? The better your offer is, the easier and less expensive it's going to be for you to garner that trusted position at the top of organic rank. And then finally, Mr. Obvious, reviews. But I think it's also important to understand not only your review volume and your review rating, but if customers actually get to your page, a lot of them are going to look at reviews. So what kind of reviews do you have? Are they detailed? Do they have images? Do they have video? Those can go a long way, especially if those customers that have left reviews relate to the customers buying it. A key and easy way to do this is the Vine review program. These reviewers tend to leave really in-depth reviews with photos, with videos, immersive experiences that help garner trust and convert customers. And then finally, your price has to be right. You know, it's common practice now to talk about price doesn't matter if you have a great product and let the brand speak for itself, etc., etc. Look, that matters. It helps give you margin, helps the cash flow cycles, but you've got to be within a particular range of price if you want to convert customers online, especially in places like Amazon.com. Danny McMillan has done an amazing study and analysis on what the price points are at the top of search across a lot of categories. I'll leave a link down in that full video below. I think it's one of the best analysis that I've seen here over the last 12 months in the Amazon space. But the so what of that analysis is that the people that are at the top of organic search on Amazon have lower prices. And if you're 15% plus higher than what those are priced at, your chances of finding success organically and not having to pay a whack load on ads, which are getting more expensive, goes down dramatically. So your number one goal is to create that offer, create the scroll stopping imagery, create the trust, and be at a really, really, really competitive price. That's the holy grail. But if you're going to be above 15%, you've got to ask yourself, what am I bringing to the table to justify that value? And you've got to think about it from a customer's point of view. You may think a higher price, premium price product makes sense because of what your factory costs were and you put all the stuff together, but guess what? Customers buy with their eyeballs and their wallets. And if you can't solve both of those equations with the value and differentiation you're bringing to the table, the likelihood of you finding success without eroding your margins significantly by spending money on advertising goes up. So answer that question in the customer's mind. What value am I getting for this price? So that's it, guys. 4 core concepts. Doesn't sound fancy, but I'm telling you, this stuff matters, and it matters a lot. If you can be thoughtful about each of these categories when you're sculpting your new products, when you're updating your new ones, when you're thinking about how to build, grow, and scale a brand, offer is everything. And I hope you got some nuggets from this video that will help with your next one. So if this video and this content tickled your fancy, thank you. But also check by next week because we drop videos like this every single Monday. So subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and watch this next video that you're probably going to like because it's kind of like this one and it came from Heist. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.